World War II gave the world an ending. Victory, peace, closure. But the truth is far darker, because when the war ended, the secrets didn't. They were sealed in vaults, locked behind classified orders, redacted from the public record. For 80 years, governments swore the world would never see these files, and the most disturbing among them remain hidden even today. In the final days of 1945, as Nazi Germany collapsed, hundreds of its top scientists simply disappeared. They weren't captured. They weren't killed. They vanished. Official histories offered no explanation. It was a mystery, a footnote in the chaos of a crumbling empire. But years later, leaked documents would reveal a story far more unsettling. A secret U.S. program known as Operation Paperclip. This wasn't a capture mission. It was a recruitment drive. The United States government didn't just find these men. It smuggled them into America, granting them new identities, new salaries, and new state-of-the-art laboratories. Men who stood accused of horrific war crimes became the celebrated architects of American technology, shaping everything from the space race to modern medicine. It raises a chilling question. What kind of research was so valuable, so essential, that the world's new superpower was willing to erase the pasts of its enemies to acquire it? What did they know? This brings us to the weapons. Declassified reports from the era describe experimental technologies that shouldn't have existed. Not just improvements on existing designs, but radical leaps forward. Jet propulsion that outpaced anything the Allies had. Long-range rockets capable of striking targets hundreds of miles away. Whispers of stealth prototypes that could evade radar decades before the concept became public, and stranger still, references to classified energy projects and even electromagnetic propulsion. These technologies appeared suddenly with an almost unnatural acceleration, as if they were pulled from the future. The official narrative is one of gradual innovation. But if these advanced weapons were real, who truly developed them? And where did the knowledge come from? The mystery deepens when we look at a place that, according to official records, doesn't exist. Hidden deep in the frozen expanse of Antarctica, intelligence archives reference a covert Nazi project, known only as Base 211. You won't find it on any map. There is no official acknowledgement of its construction. All that remains are whispers, rumors of a massive, self-sufficient underground facility in a region of Antarctica that is strangely free of ice. According to fragmented reports, the base was fully evacuated just before Allied forces could arrive. When post-war expeditions were sent to investigate the area, they found nothing, or so the official reports claim. Was it a phantom, a myth born from wartime paranoia? Or was it the most successful disappearing act in history? The questions surrounding Antarctica don't end there. In 1947, the United States launched Operation High Jump, the largest Antarctic expedition in history. Officially, its purpose was training and scientific exploration. But the scale of the operation was immense. 13 ships, an aircraft carrier, and over 4,700 men, complete with military aircraft, sent to a frozen wasteland. Why deploy such a massive military force for a training exercise? The story gets even stranger. The mission, planned to last for 6 to 8 months, abruptly ended after just 8 weeks. The commander, Admiral Richard Byrd, gave cryptic interviews upon his return. speaking of the necessity to defend against enemy fighters that could fly from pole to pole with incredible speed. Classified notes from the operation are said to mention casualties and encounters with unknown aerial threats. The public was told the mission ended early due to the harsh winter. But what did they truly encounter in the ice that sent one of the most powerful naval forces on the planet into a sudden retreat? Perhaps the most unthinkable secret is hidden not in the ice, but in a single classified memo. It suggests that near the end of the war, high-ranking Nazi leaders were not attempting to negotiate a surrender. They were negotiating a transfer of scientists, a transfer of technology, a transfer of knowledge that was decades ahead of its time. The memo hints that this offer was made and that someone accepted. Think about it. In the years immediately following World War II, global technology leaped forward with an unnatural, unprecedented speed. The jet age, the nuclear age, the space age all exploded into existence. Was this simply the natural course of progress, or was it an inheritance? And then there is the missing treasure. In the final, chaotic days of the war, an unimaginable fortune vanished. Billions of dollars in gold, priceless works of art, sensitive documents, and entire archives of classified research. Officially, it was declared lost, scattered in the fog of war. But eyewitness reports tell a different story. They describe heavily guarded trains leaving the heart of Germany, loaded with crates, headed for destinations unknown. They were never seen again. Where did it all go? Did it fund secret networks in South America? Was it hidden in the anonymous vaults of Swiss banks? Was it taken to Antarctica? Or was it absorbed into the black budgets of the very intelligence agencies tasked with finding it? This leads us to the most unsettling fact of all. Even today, 80 years after the war ended, key documents from the era remain sealed. They are locked away under the highest levels of classification. Some are scheduled for release in 2045, others in 2050, and some are classified indefinitely. Why? Why hide files from a war that is fading from living memory? What information could be so dangerous, what truth so destabilizing, that it must remain locked away from generations of historians and the public? What are they still protecting? It forces us to ask the final question. Did World War II truly end? Or did it simply evolve? Did the declared victors ever really gain control? Or were they just the inheritors of something far larger, something they still don't fully understand? The classified files don't just hide history, they rewrite it. And the real story of World War II may still be unfolding. If you're ready to uncover more Forbidden's archives, subscribe to the True Story Files, and tell us in the comments what you believe is hidden in the sealed World War II files. Thanks for watching.